Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to uplifting your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. Thank you for being here with me today. Today is May 13th, and it's time for our Daily Bloom uplifting message, astrology outlook, and tarot reading. Namaste. Let's get started with the Buddha Doodles. What uplifting message do we need to hear today? Your life force is strong. This is your secret power, your life force. Your life force, prana, is strong. It carries a very powerful energy. It influences your physical being, your emotional being. It influences your spiritual being. It influences everything around you. So don't take it for granted. Use it as your superpower. It's your secret superpower. All right, so we'll put this here. I'm going to use a different box of cards today. It's called Inner Peace and Sunshine, and it's just little rainbows. It rained yesterday, and I just got a really strong sense of rainbows. I just felt like there was one out there for somebody. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. That's by Jimi Hendrix. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. That's very relevant today. So for me, it's a message of detachment and activation, that the power of love is the force that overcomes everything, not the love of power. And we have many on this planet who are engaged in the love of power. And I'm not going to get into politics, but we see it, we know it, we know who they are, and we have to change that by focusing on the power of love. Love conquers all. That's actually what my tattoo says. Love conquers all, and it's the most powerful force in the universe. So yes, let's use it. That is our secret superpower, is using our life force energy as the powerful energy of love. Love in all that we do, loving ourselves and loving others. You don't have to like them, but loving the fact that they are human beings on this planet struggling with this, the same kind of challenges we all are. All right. This is our sacred self-care. Before I start on that, I wanted to just share with you my self-care framework for the week. Today is hair care day. It's Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday. So I deep condition my hair. I already did that this morning, but I also suggest cleaning your hair brushes, your barrettes, your hair clips, all of those things, as well as your hair care appliances, your curling iron, your rollers, your hair dryer, anything. But a couple of suggestions. These generate heat, so make sure you're checking those cords, and also clean off that funky, gunky product residue, because we don't want that, reapplying to our hair and making our hair feel dull and heavy and lifeless. Healthy hair is uplifting. Healthy hair is an indicator of good health overall. So we want to focus on maintaining good health care. Plus, it makes us feel fabulous. All right, let's see what comes out today. Ooh, make a meal. This is a great day to make a healthy meal. So it's early in the day. Go ahead and plan. Grab the things that you need to make a healthy meal on your way home from work. Or if you have something in your freezer as a heat and eat meal, you can put that in the crock pot. But today is a great day just to be present in the moment while you are preparing a meal, and let your energy influence that meal. That's your superpower, your life force. While you're cooking, be in a positive mood, because the food actually tastes better. Now that we have our little dopamine drop from our self-care routines, let's pull and raise your vibration through organization card. This is just an organizational suggestion to help you move forward. Take a tiny step forward in reformatting your life. Okay, so let's see what comes out of this deck. I like this card right in the middle. Books. This is an organized to utilize, so you can go to my YouTube channel, The Organizer Advisor. You can then look on the playlist Organize to Utilize, and in there you're going to find books. Now, books are amazing. I mean, they're full of knowledge, they are entertaining, they allow us to have some escapism, they build skill. It's a family activity. You can read to your children. The research on the number of books in the home and how it correlates to academic success in school is positive. And also, books give a sense of worldliness and knowledge and a timelessness to your decor. So today, let's organize to utilize. Gather your books. Gather all your books. Now, I clean my books. I clean the covers. I use some Murphy's oil soap or my Listerine spray, and I just lightly wipe down the covers. You can scent your books with a little bit of essential oil. I like to flip through my books and make sure there's nothing in there, because we leave receipts in there. We actually leave money in there. Sometimes we use checks as a bookmark. So just kind of flip through it, make sure there's nothing in there that is of value to you that you were looking for. But get your books and then, disperse them throughout your house, or create a personal library. Now, here's a couple of suggestions too. If you've already read the books and you're not interested in keeping them, you can have a book exchange. New books are costly. You can have a book exchange with your friend. I do this with magazines. I do this with books. Invite some friends over. You can have a charcuterie board, some wine. You can have tea, whatever kind of floats your little boat. Then create an event. Have some friends come over. Bring the books that they don't want anymore, and you can do a book exchange. That way you can talk to the person who's already read the book and see if it's going to be a good match for you. So then you can exchange books. That way you're saving money, you're utilizing things that you have, and you're sharing with others. Another thing is, a lot of your books can be sold. If you have some rare old books like I do, you can sell them. There's lots of opportunities online to sell them, or visit your local bookshop. They may be interested. Antique stores are interested. That way you can get a little money. Worst comes to worst, you can donate your books, or you can recycle them. So that's a great way. Now, let's talk about children's books. This is really important too. Children's books are important. They're a bonding experience. They develop good reading habits, and they can improve academic performance and confidence. However, they need to be accessible. And for me, I wanted to make sure that my children had access to a variety of reading material on different levels. Just because your child is maybe an older child, 10 or 11, some of those books that they read when they were little still have meaning to them. And it develops confidence because they're easier to read. And so they can read them, and then they feel good about their reading skill, which encourages them to take on more challenging reading, because they have that little confidence boost. It's also nice to revisit some of those stories they read when they were a child. Now, for children's books, I like to create a dedicated space. Now, if you have a lot of books, you can use my method of the 4-bin system. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, I create bins and label them this, and I put toys and books in each bin, and then I rotate them. So the first week of the month, they get a bin with books and toys. They haven't seen them for a month, so it's like all new and novel, which is releasing positive brain chemicals, and they're more likely to interact. Now, you're getting your money's worth, and they're having rich experiences with the toys and the books that they have already, but they haven't seen for a month. So it's kind of exciting to see them again. Another thing is, I like to create time to read with or to children. A family reading night is a great way to increase reading skill. When your children see you read, it really sets that internal mechanism for them to realize that reading is an important skill. Reading is the most important skill we ever learn. I taught first grade. I've taught all the grades, 30 years. But reading to children and reading with children are huge positive impacts. So have a family reading night where everybody reads. Just grab some reading material, read to them, have them read to you. It's incredible what positive outcomes you get, how this influences so many aspects of their life, just not school. All right. So another thing is clean the books. I was a school teacher for a long time. I used to clean my books at the end of every year, and my children's books in my classroom. And you'd be surprised at the black residue that comes off the oil from their hands. They put their hands in their mouth, they wipe their nose, they snack when they're eating. So there's all kinds of residue on the books. I like to use my Listerine spray to sanitize. I clean with a Listerine. But anyway, that is our organizational activity for today. So take a look at your books and utilize them. Pick a book you haven't read and spend some time today just reading. It's a great way to relax. Okay, so let's talk about the astrological transits for today, May 13th. Mercury is sextile Jupiter. This is a good energy, and then also the moon is in Aries right now, so you're going to get that little energetic boost. But this Mercury is in Taurus, and Jupiter is in Cancer. So these are really beneficial energies to help us navigate today. This could result in some meaningful conversations, practical planning, financial insight, emotional wisdom, and good news might be arriving today through some communication. So let's pull some tarot cards to see maybe some specific information to help us really maximize this energy to our highest and greatest good. We have the High Priestess. That's moon in Cancer energy. That's amazing. Oh, Six of Cups energy. Don't you love it already? That's a connectedness. There's a connectedness energy here. It's charming. It's charming. I feel like maybe somebody that you haven't heard from in a while might reach out, and it's going to be so uplifting. A good friend may reach out, somebody that you're really powerfully connected to. But there's an intuitiveness, a connectedness about it. It's could be kind of a soulmate energy. Doesn't have to be, but there's a very powerful connection, kindred spirit energy. Now we have the King of Cups. Okay. Ooh, this is the Hermit in reverse. So kind of outgoing energy here. This is beautiful. I'm going to pull one more card, but this is beautiful energy. That King of Cups is Cancerian energy, more Cancer energy. So that Cancer energy is about hearth and home and love and family and connectedness. And, oh, Three of Swords in the challenged position. Okay, that threw me a little bit. And then we have the Two of Swords on the bottom. This is, to me, the Two of Swords is kind of an indecision or a blockage. There's some sort of block, but I feel like with the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords, this block is going to be overcome. But okay, what I'm getting is somebody's going to possibly reach out to you today that you may not want to hear from. But there's a reason and a purpose for them to be communicating with you. And it's not something that you're necessarily happy about. This isn't for everybody, but it is for someone. Somebody may reach out to you and it's cringing. You just don't want to talk to them. But I'm going to suggest that if you feel safe, go ahead and have the conversation, because you might be surprised. I feel like there'll be a positive outcome, but this person has been in hermit mode for a while. They kind of ghosted you and you got pissed off because they didn't give you a reason. Today, they're going to share with you the reason why they ghosted you. It may not be valid to you, but it was valid for them. So I'm just going to offer that to you. Okay, so that is my message for you today. It's going to be a beautiful energy day, but if you get that phone call or that text message from somebody you really don't want to hear from, I'm going to suggest you go ahead and communicate. At least be willing to listen. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and until then, be well.